morning. This is Edward with OG Outdoors. We're sitting by a campfire here up in the Sawtooth Mountains in Idaho. We're getting ready to go do a little morning fishing. It's about 7 o'clock. The sun's just starting coming up. There'll be a little warmth on the river, and I was just gonna kind of give you an idea of how to set up your poles. I got mine in my, I've got a mountain oak double case that holds 2 rods, and it's got enough compartment here for the reels that you can stack your rods too if you've got different size rods. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but I've got mine in here, and then I've got a couple spare reels for my other rods that won't fit in here. This is a 3-piece, so I gotta find one more piece here. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna sit this down here, and then we'll put our rods together. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. We got a campfire going right here beside me, and wow, I mean, it's just gorgeous up here. So this will be a nice little fishing trip, and we're up by what's called it pulled out, but not the way I wanted it to. Well, it got stuck in the reel a little bit. But we're going to show you how to thread a pole. And a lot of people will take their fishing line and their leader, and they'll just thread their leader up through like that, and then they'll go a little bit further, and they'll go up to the next one and put their line in like that. And then what happens is you let go of it, and it's all gone. So the smartest way to do it is to take your fly line and put a little bend in it like that, and put it up through the eyelets. Now we're going to show you what happens here when you let go of it. Put another one up here like that. See? It stays there. So do it that way, and then when you are ready, then you just keep going through and through. Yeah, just like that. All the way through the end. There you go. You got her. Perfect. Now we're going to see what we did here with the leader. I broke my leader off, so we're going to trim that off. toss that in the fire. whenever you're fishing and stuff, I just want to make a note. Every once in a while, and no offense to bait fishermen, have a tangle in your line or something and you pull a lot of monofilament off, don't just throw it on the banks. Melt it with your lighter if you have to. Put it in your pocket and take it home. Don't just leave it on the banks. It's the most annoying thing in the world is to walk along and find a pile of monofilament. I blame it on the bait fishermen mostly, because, or lure fishermen, because fly fishermen use very little monofilament. So, but just pick it up. Don't just leave it. Animals get tangled in it. Fish get tangled in it if you throw it in the water. It's just not right. Respect the outdoors. I mean, we're here trying to enjoy this, and it's hard when you've got fishing line strung all over the place. Just got a little breeze come up, and if it's a little smoky around me, it's because of the now this is my carry case for my flies. I carry everything I need for fly fishing in a day in this. These are all my flies in here. I don't know if you can see this. All my fly cases. Each individual one, I've got floatant, I've got leader. That's 4X. That's probably one of my news right there. And then I've got my leader, and that's my tippet, and then my leaders are right here. I'm going to pull one out and then find one that's open. Now this is a 7X tippet or leader, and it's a 7-footer, or it's 5 foot. No, it's 7 foot. Yeah, 7 foot. I think I'm going to trim a little bit of that off, mainly because I don't want that light of a line on the end. So, back up, okay. Now these are tapered leaders, and they're just wrapped real fine, so you just got to be a little careful, and I got to stay away from the fire because they'll just disintegrate in the fire or by the heat. So if they get close enough to the fire, this 7X tip on here will just melt. So I can't, I think I'm pretty safe, but there we go. Now you see how curly this is right now? I don't know if you can see that. Can you? Just take it, yes, put a little stretch in it, see how it straightens out. Just do that every so far. Be careful when you get down to the lighter filament, because it'll break on you. But just take it ever so more like that. Oh, see? That's what I did. I pulled it just a little too far at the end, but that's about where I wanted to go anyway for that. So you can do a little bit more at the top. I don't like these. The little loops at the ends. I don't use them, don't like them, don't care for them. I'd much rather tie my own on. So we'll make a loop with the fly line, take the other line and go through it and then make a loop. And then what I'll do is I'll hold both ends like that, take my forceps and get them untangled there, and wrap it around about 3 times. Pull the tag end. Oh, that's not the tag end, that's the tag end. Okay, now I've got a lot of fly line through there, so I'm going to pull that back up through. That was just to balance it. And we'll pull it tight. There you go. And then we'll trim off those 2 little tips. There you go. I'm done. Okay, really easy. We're going to put on a float. Now, we've got in my bag, my magic bag here, I'll try to get one of each and show you all of them here. Okay. Alright. These are indicators. And we've got this one. I don't know the names of them or the brands, but I just go by the styles and when I go to the stores, because I'm not a brand shopper. So we've got that one there. We've got these cork indicators, which I like for sensitive waters. Okay. And then we've got a bigger, heavier float for maybe more turbulent or distance casting. And it's got a screw on top on it. Okay. And then I forgot to show you these. They're in here somewhere. Let's see. What did I do with them? Oh, right here. These are little foam glue-on indicators. And they're really good for very sensitive waters, and when you're pretty close, they're just little tiny things, but they're real light, so they don't make a big splash on the water. If you've got really spooky fish and pretty good eyes, you can see them. I'm going to bring out some red ones because I don't have very many of these yellows left, and I've got a lot of reds, so we're going to bring out red. Alright. Okay. So we've got 4 different kinds of indicators here. And we'll show you we'll go biggest to smallest. And this one is really simple. This is the screw-on one, where you just take the lid off. A little lid like that, and you'll see a little notch in there like that. We just lay our line. We're gonna use our heavier end of our leader so you can see it. And we just lay it through there. Now what? And then screw the lid on. Now I'm going to show you something here. Okay, that's nice and tight. And see, that's not traveling because when you put the line through it and drop that lid down and tighten it, it twists the line with it. So that float will not go anywhere. Okay, that indicator, that's there. And then when you want to move it, you just loosen the lid a little bit, and then you can move it. Okay. All right, there's the first one. That's the first float, or indicator. And we've got the second one. Now these second ones just have a hole in the front. Okay, now I like to take this, and the way I do it is I make a little loop, and then I push through that hole like that, and then bring it around the back side like that. Very simple. Very simple. Okay? Now that indicator can still slide a little bit, but most time it doesn't. If it has to, just put a little twist in your line and then loop it over if it starts moving. Now the way, oh boy, the smoke's really getting bad here. The way this the way to adjust this indicator is you just push the line back through, pull that loop over like that, and then you can move your, I like to stick my finger in it like that, and then I can adjust it, pulling either end of the line that I want. And then I just pull it back over, put it tight, and I'm good. Okay? We're going to take this one off. Okay, and there's the second one. I wish I would have kept my fire stirrer close to me. Okay, this third one's a two-piece. It's a foam, just a foam indicator. This one's a green one. I've got several colors, depending on the lighting or the color of the area, just easier to see. And this little stick that goes in them like that. What you need to do on this one is, if you're empty on your line and you can just thread it through it, that's fine too. But there's a little slot in there that you can't see. But what I do is I put my plunger on the other end and I push it in until that splits for me. And then I just take my line and bring it through like that. Well, I missed it. There's the split that I made. Can you see that? And then I lay my line right on top of that split. Bring it past the side a little bit and push get it down in there, and then put it to the back side of that split, push my back through there, and there you go, it's in. Now if you just want to adjust it for height, you just push with your thumb from the bottom, bring that plunger back up a little bit, move your line, push it back down. It's that easy. Okay, that's that one. They're reusable for quite a while. I've had them break on me, but they're not very expensive. Here's the last one we're going to go with. This is the little foam indicator. Right there. It's got a little paper cover on the back. You've got to peel that off. And if you're next to a fire, you throw it in the fire. Then you take that, and you can see the joint right there where it goes. You just fold it over just like that, and that's your indicator. Okay, now most of the time you can slide these a little bit, but if you do it too much, then they'll move or come off. But most of the time you can adjust these quite a bit, but like I said, they're really cheap, and they're just a little light indicator. Anyway, that's I think that's all I've got for you. There's indicators that I use. Hey everybody, well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. Hit that like button, share the videos for us. If you have comments on what you'd like to see, let us know. We'll do what we can. Hit that if you want to see the next videos, get notifications, hit that subscribe button down below there, and just remember, till next time, life's a gift. Get outdoors. See ya. Bye.